Melissa Range with Rev Up Your Life. This morning, of course, I was thinking about remaking your own world because I was reading in my favorite meditation book. And I want to read you this quote. It says, "I have made my world and it is a much better world than I ever saw outside." That's by Louise Nevelson. And then the author goes on to say, "Many creation myths say it took only 6 days to make the world. It will take us a little longer to remake our own, but we can begin where Spirit did by declaring that there be light to illuminate our journey of self-discovery." And so, of course, I lit my candles, and I'll tell you why I put grateful on my little crossword puzzle here, yet Scrabble puzzle. Yet I want to go back to remaking your own world. And the reason is because for the last couple of weeks, I have been very contemplative about something in my own life. And again, I'm having very big ahas around where I've been in my life journey. And so then I always want to share it with you, hopefully to inspire you or to maybe get you thinking differently, you know? And so I wrote up here, do you want to play it safe? Because that's a question for myself too. Do I want to play it safe? And for many years, I held on to something so that I could be safe. And these days, I know that I have worked very hard at taking risks and going out of my comfort zone. Yet this thing has held on to me for so long, or I've held on to it for so long. And I didn't know that's what I was doing. And this thing kept me very safe in here and in here. And what I want for my life is I want to be free of that. And I'm going through something now where I realize I am becoming free of what kept me or what I thought kept me safe. So I wrote up here as well, can you turn inward for answers? And I want to read you something else because yesterday was an excellent meditation as well. And it says, what I mean by living to one's self is living in the world as in it, not of it, by William Hazlitt. And then the author goes on to say, but despite all the doom and gloom that constantly assaults our senses, there is a way for us to ransom our lives and reclaim our futures. It consists in turning away from the world to recognize what in life makes us truly happy. And I know in my previous video, I challenged you in a way that said, you know, do you take life as being precious? Because so many of us are so absorbed in our own little world that we don't have any idea, first of all, what's going on in here. And second of all, we don't connect with other people. And I know that over the last several years, that has really been important to me because I needed that connection with people because I had been so isolated for so long. Yet turning inward is where you're going to find answers. That's the place where we need to go to find answers for what's best for our lives. Yet a lot of us don't take the time to do it. And I've learned that it is so important for me to turn inward. And I know you all know I go to the park all the time. That's my favorite place to turn inward. So the last one is, can you trust your unconscious? This safety aspect to my life was stored in my unconscious. And I was reading through these notes. I studied with a coach for 3 years. And he's all about the unconscious or subconscious mind. And after realizing that I have been complacent in certain areas of my life, and I know people will say to me, but you've done this, and you firewalked Melissa, and you know you left a marriage, and you became an Akashic record reader and found out you're a medium. Yeah, well, I did all that stuff because I was led to, and I know this last year I was really pushed out of my comfort zone, yet I didn't really know why. And now I do. I know it's because if I stayed in that safe place, I wouldn't be able to become a brighter light and to be more in service to the world. And I wouldn't be able to live my purpose. And I know my purpose is to utilize the knowledge and the compassion and the joy and the high energy vibration that's in me to share with the world. And so now I can do that more and more and more because I have a different picture of what I want my life to look like. So I'm challenging you today to think about what you want for your life. Can you turn inward and look within for the answers? And are you complacent? Is there somewhere in your life that you're sick and tired of being and you don't want to do anything about it, but you know that if you step outside of that fear and out of that comfort zone, that your life will change and your life will get better? And so I put grateful here because we went to the doctor with my mom today and we got some really good news. The good news is that she was able to be put on a pharmaceutical medicine that actually costs $10,000, which I find insane. Yet hopefully her copay will be quite inexpensive, and she will be able to take this pill. Now the side effects, not so fun, and hopefully she won't have any. That would be great. But I want to say that I am so grateful for the prayers and the love and the light that you've been sending me and my family for the last week, because it has tremendously lifted me up. And I am so grateful. And I know that's my word for the year, gratitude and being grateful. And I am. And you all have touched my heart with your words of kindness, your love, and asking me if there's anything you can do for me. And that is so precious and so special. And I honor each one of you that has reached out to me to see how I'm doing and to give me a hug and to connect with me. And I feel so grateful, and I want to say thank you. So I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous evening, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. See you soon.